All right. What's up, Lincoln? We go. Just in case somebody jumps in. So I'm officially back from vacation. We got back at about 4:30 this morning almost. So pretty much a few hours ago. And yeah, the vacation was good. I don't know how I always end up like getting suckered into doing work, like physical labor and whatnot on vacation. But that's just what it was. So we went down to my sister's house in California, and my stepdad and I ended up putting in 2 ceiling fans while we were there. So lots of crawling around in the attic and wiring, and big, just a big, you know, deal about it. But we ended up getting both two ceiling fans installed with no issues, and yeah, so yeah, I mean it worked out. So I was hoping some other people are gonna jump on, but in the meantime, this I got this in the mail, and I'm really excited to have this particular one in my mail. So it's pretty easy to see that it's an 1857 Flying Eagle. But what's special about this one is that right here on the reverse. Let's see if you can see that. Right around the N. Oh, I posted it up in on the YouTuber community, but right here on the N, and I'll show you what this is supposed to be. You can still go in and post it up. It's not like I'm gonna go anywhere. But here, I need to put these coins away. See if I can get right here on the end, this little piece right there. Hey Armando, how's it going? So that little piece right there. Let me take this staple out. I don't want the staple anywhere near this coin. So I'm gonna try to flip this over and see if you guys can see this. What's up, Hector? You guys won't be able to see this. Yeah, it's terrible. So anyway, so I got this one, and right around the N, it goes through the middle of the E, and up above that the serif on the N. This is a Snow 8. So this is the Flying Eagle obverse die, and then the reverse die was actually clashed with the 25 25 cent. Yeah, the 25 cent. So this is the Snow 8, which is classed with the 25 cent, and then the Snow 9, which is classed with the 50 cent. And I got this one from Lemon. So now I have this one. So now I have two of the three big clashes. Now I got to find this one. And I think this one is going to be a little bit harder because this is the one that's clashed with the $20 Gold Liberty. And then once I have these three, the 7, 8, and the 9, I will have the entire set of muled clashes for the Flying Eagles. Then there's only one more that I need to get, and that is the 1864 2-cent. That is mule clashed with the Indian head cent. So then I'll have an entire set of mule clashes, which would be something totally neat. Because I don't know if anybody has a set of mule clashes. I need to label this one. Thinking about it. So the best part about this coin is I totally cherry picked this one. I got this for $36.98, which is about the price that you're going to pay for just a regular Flying Eagle in this condition, which is a fine condition. I need the designation. So I'm really stoked to have this one added to my set. Oh, it's not the dollar, it's the 25 cent. The best part is that I had a what's up, Peter Bose? I had missed a graded example of an 1857 Flying Eagle that was not attributed as a Snow 8. About 2 months ago. So to be able to pick up a Snow 8 in a raw for for half the price, I'm okay with that. So Peter just came in. One of the things that I got was I got this this Flying Eagle scent, and what's special about this Flying Eagle, this 1857 Flying Eagle, is that on the reverse, it actually shows clashing. So I'll point it out right here. So you go from the E, middle of the E, and it curves up to the top of the N. And that is one of the signatures. There's more to it, but you can see it right there pretty clear. That's one of the signatures of the clashed reverse. So that one that you're looking at right there is actually this one, which is the Snow 8. And it's this point right here. Go for the middle of the E up through the top. That's one of the biggest signatures because that doesn't have a lot of space to wear out. What's up, Blues? Hey, Blues. I kicked a link onto YouTuber if you wanna come up. But this is one of the biggest signatures and where it's located is that it's not easily like removed by polishing, because then you're polishing out the devices. So this is one of the key points that I look for to determine if this is a Snow 8 25-cent Clash reverse. So what's a cool? So here's where I'm getting this information. This is the Flying Eagle and Indian Headset Attribution Guide, who is, written by Rick Snow. So that's why these are called the snow numbers. So these are the three. These are the three biggest. My camera's crooked. There we go. Hey, look at that. These three, Snow 7, 8, and 9, are the three biggest mule clash on the Flying Eagle. So what a mule clash is that when they put in the dies to do the Flying Eagles, they already had different dies in place, and they ran the machines, which clashed the obverse or reverse of the Flying Eagle with something else. So the Snow 7 is the $20 gold Liberty clashed with the Flying Eagle obverse. The Snow 8 is the 25-cent was Seated Liberty clashed with the Flying Eagle reverse. And then the Snow 9 is the 50-cent clashed obverse with the Flying Eagle. So here's the cool part though, is that Rick has these kind of set up as far as like how valuable or how rare they are, using these star systems. So the star system goes from 1 to 5 stars, and I already have a really good example on this one, which is a 3-star. This is the one that I picked up for about the same value as just a regular Flying Eagle, and it's a 4-star. So I got a 4 out of 5 star like rarity value Flying Eagle. So now I'm looking for this one, which is going to be a little bit harder, because this, depending on the condition, can be really, really pronounced, or it's got the straight line at the top that I can look for in case this part's worn down. Yeah, 4-star. So how Richard Snow describes the star system, and this is a great book. If you guys can find this one, I love these books. These books are just awesome. So out of the stars, the 4-star is one of the top varieties with a premium between 5 and 10 times. A 3-star is a highly sought after variety with a premium of 3 to 5 times, and 5-star is a top variety with a premium of 10 times or more. And so these are what Richard Snow has designated in his opinion of the representation of these coins. Coin Dragon, what's up, man? Hey, Frank, I kicked a link in the YouTuber, if you want it. So there's some of these other snows that I've actually picked up before, like the Snow 10, which is easily seen by the extra bit at the bottom of the 7. I have one of those. I have a 3. I have a 4. But this set right here, this way. This set right here is kind of the one that I've been focusing on because I really like the fact that um, that these even exist because to have these things exist and have many coins struck. Mm, um, you got an 1866 2 cent. The only other one outside of the Flying Eagles that that I am going to be looking forward to complete this set is the 1864. The 1864 2 cent um, has a reverse clash with a an Indian head cent. So these 3 coins and that 1 coin will be kind of like my 4 coin set of muled clashes. So the best part is that like on this one, this a um Rick goes just to describe it. He says this variety has turned out to be just as rare as the Snow 7 in overall rarity, with less than 50 known. A few examples of this one have been discovered in MS grades, with the finest known being an MS 65. So it's one of those things that it like, especially that one, man. I wish I remembered which grade that was, because that would have put that one like really on the high end, and that would have been great. But that doesn't mean I still can't find one, because the biggest thing with the graded pieces is that if the person who is sending it in for grading does not specify what variety it is or pays to have the attribution of it, um, they won't even attribute it. So you can get something like one of these that's graded like an AU 55 or whatever, 1857 Flying Eagle. And it would have these lines on it, because this is where I saw um on the back of that one that was slabbed, but it wasn't attributed as a Snow 8. So yeah, yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with this one. So this puts number 2 in the books of my Flying Eagles. Then I was looking around this morning um for some more for some Snow 7s, but and I don't know if I'm gonna actually find one of those. Those are just hard, I guess. But the other thing is that one thing that would be a lot of fun is to go through and of the 1857s and be able to pick up, and build a set of Snow variety coins, which is really, really possible. For really not that amount um, of money. So 7, Snow 8. Hmm. So yeah, so Snow 7, 8, 9 are the multi-denominational clash dies. So I have 2 of the 3. And then some of these other ones, like I know I have a 4, and I know I have a 3. But some of these other ones, like I don't know if I have one of those. But it would be cool to put together a full set of like the Flying Eagles, because especially on like on some of these, that a lot of these can be cherry picked with relatively ease, as long as they have decent pictures, because there are some very significant aspects of some of these dies that absolutely show up. So like on the Snow 10, this piece underneath the 7 shows up like very clearly, or the back of it on die stage C, there is a die break, um, a cut on the, what is that, 10 o'clock range, so that even if you don't have like the obverse to show you, if you look at the reverse, there are very clear things that stick out. Now some of these, if you can find them in finer grade, then you could pick out details like the Snow 16, which has uh, um, digits, the date that was punched into the wings, or the Snow 16, which has this interior like die break right here, right on the wing, and that shows up like no matter basically how much wear the coin has. So those can be found pretty easy. Some of these other ones, they have not a lot of doubling. Like it's very very finite. Like this one right here, which is the Snow 17, has got this little bit of I'll show you guys this way. This little bit on the N, and underneath. So the doubling isn't that pronounced, but if you were to go and look and see that piece right there, and then see the doubling across states, then you would know that that would be a Snow 17. Yeah, very subtle. Um, one of the biggest things that I look for, to see if there is any like true doubling on the coins, is actually the eagle's eye, because you can see on the shift on the doubling on the eye, on which way it's gonna be, and that's the number one thing that I look for, um, because if it's like a southwest, like this one, the doubling on the eye kind of goes that way. If it's just a south, it'll look like elongated. So there's little pieces like that helps to really give you to really give you an idea of what you're looking for. So let me find my snow stuff, and I don't know where it's gonna be. Let's see. My snow, I think it's on my book. Let me grab my book real quick.
What's going on, CJ?
Not much, man. Just recovering. See if I can find. I'm out here talking to myself. Okay, so I have a.
What's going on, Lemonhead?
I have a Snow 3. I know I've got a 4 floating around somewhere. This is my 8. So my 8's gonna go right here next to my 9. So then I have a space for my 7. Yeah, I don't know where. I keep moving stuff around, and I don't know where I put it in anymore. You don't have that problem, right?
No.
No? Oh, okay,
No.
it's just me.
I know
So
what's in
yeah,
the
man, I'm totally stoked that I got that Snow 8. Cause that's been a while coming.
Where'd you find it at?
What's that?
Where'd you find the Snow 8 at?
eBay.
Yeah, I need to get one of them books.
So the Snow 8 is the clash with the 25 cent on the reverse. Is this one right here. So it's got this little focus. It's just got this little roundabout piece. I don't know if that's gonna show up. There we go. It's got this little roundabout piece right here. And that's the one thing that gives it away for me.
Oh, very cool.
So I got one of those, and I got a 9. So I've got a 4 floating around somewhere. I don't think it's on my desk, but it could be buried somewhere. So that I've got a 3, a 4. I know I have a 7. Let's see. Cap on staff. Oh, for the clash. For the 7. For the 8, it's actually the it's inside the bird. So I don't know if you can see this, but this is the bird head right here. Oh, it comes down, and it's this little space right in between the bird and the wing for the 25 cent piece. Oh, Blockhead has a 16. So, and what's really cool is that, like, I know I've been talking with Frank a lot on the snows, because there's some snows that just absolutely stick out. And so I'll message him and be like, "Hey man, here's, you want to get a Snow 9 for $30? Here's one. You want to get a Snow 16? Here's one." To find all these ones, because having these types of books is just so so cool, because you read through them 3 or 4 times, and you can pick out certain things that you're like, hey, I know that if it's missing the wingtip, and it shows doubling in the eye, then that's a Snow 4. Or if it like one of the big ones that's easy to see is there's the Snow 3, which has the doubling on the A, on the north side of the A. That's really strong, and I think there's one other one that is like that has doubling on the north side of it. And you can really see those, and it doesn't even matter that it's a a good or very good level of coin, that those elements still show. So all the more reason that you can pick out some subtleties and be able to cherry pick all day long. Okay, so that's something else. Okay, so here's my other snows. So I do have them. Yeah, there's one there's a Snow 9 that it's in lower grade. I think it's at about good or good. See you, Frank. That has been relisted like 3 or 4 times, and it's like $30. So the price is a little bit higher than what I would generally pay for a Flying Eagle in that grade. But I mean, really, if you wanted to pick one up for cheap, then that's still a very clear example of what it is. So my Snow series, I've got 3, 4, 8, 9, and 10. So that's a pretty good start. Pretty good start.
Yeah, the only snow I got was from that one you helped attribute, and it was just a mistake that it turned out to be a snow. I just needed a couple Flying Eagles for my book.
It's cool how that turns out like that, huh?
Yeah.
But yeah, I like if you can find any of these books, because I've got 4 of them of the series, and like, dude, these things are beautiful. Like, they have great, like, everything is black and white, obviously, but I mean, they have great pictures. They have great they've got great descriptions. They have, like, I mean, they have really good close-ups. They have all these different, different aspects. They have overlays on them. Like the multi-denominational. If I could learn how to talk, it actually has like these couple of pages that actually breaks down just the Clash dies. Like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 pages just on the Snow 789 Clash dies. Like, that is a lot of information, and that's awesome. So what you can do is that you can search for Flying Eagle and Indian Head attribution guide, either on eBay or Amazon. I think I picked most of mine off of eBay. This happens to be the 1856 to 1858, which is basically all of the Flying Eagle series. The other ones go in sets of years for the Indian Heads, and yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of cool stuff that you can find off of these books.
Yeah, the attribution guides.
And it's cool because who's the publisher? The publisher it's written by Richard Snow. But if you can pick up some of the set, I mean, he's got a bunch of books. So this is the volume 1. This is volume 2, which is about a good half an inch thick, which is 1859 to 1869, which is going to be all of like a big chunk of the Indian Head, 10 years in the Indian Head. Then there's this one, which is a good 3/4 inch thick, which is volume 3, which is 1870 to 1889. And then volume 6. So there's 4 and 5 that I haven't been able to find yet, which is basically 1890 to 1900. and then this one, which is 1900 to 1909. So this will take me all the way to the last year of the Andean heads.
I mean, we discussed this before, but I forgot. I mean, what's a good price for these books, if you can find them?
So I have been paying between 15 and 24 bucks for each one.
Okay.
So if you can find them for in that price range, absolutely all day long. And like I don't expect these things to be, like absolutely flawless. Like there's some of them, like this guy, like whoever had this previously or whatever, like went through and like was checking off, like putting dots, in their checklist of which ones they have. They're writing stuff in. Like I don't care that part, the cross references and checklist stuff, that doesn't matter to me at all. What I think is cool is the way that these pictures are set up, that they have close-ups of the date and they specifically point out each one of the pieces of like what you were looking for, and obverse and reverse dies, pickup points, and the all of the different pieces to it. So I mean, some things are really subtle and some things are really obvious, and it just depends on the date. But yeah, dude, these things are, it's great information. So, other than the dates I'm missing, if anybody who's watching wants some help to do some attributions on Flying Eagles or Andean head scents, please get a hold of me, because I will be more than happy to help you out. So I got my, I don't know, what is that? About 2 inches thick worth of goodness.
It's like ice cream on a hot summer day.
Yeah, it kind of is though, because like again, like reading through that and then being able to go online and be like, okay, that has this piece. So, looking at the eye, and then looking at something else, it's like, okay, so that's that's a snow 4, that's a snow 16, that's a that's a whatever. Just like people can go through the like the Lincolns and be like, that's a DDO, that's a repunchment mark. Everybody knows what the DDO number 1 on the 55 is, or the 95. It's things like that. It's that kind of level information that can that can put you at a higher level.
We got to behave.
Hey,
what's up, Ken?
Are you back from vacation yet?
Yeah, yes sir, I am.
Oh Christ, that means I gotta get back to work too, I guess. This sucks.
So I was showing off. I got my my Snow 8 in the mail. The Snow 8 that I cherry picked.
The 57 or 58?
57.
57. Well, I see a label.
It's the 25-cent reverse clash.
Yeah. Oh Christ.
Yeah, 36 bucks.
Yeah. You stole that.
Stole.
Do you feel no guilt? No shame? No remorse?
0.
None.
So my 57 snow set, I've got a Snow 3 DDO, Snow 4 DDO, 8 and 9 of the multi-denominational mule clashes, and then a Snow 10 repunched mint mark, repunched date.
You don't have too many mint marks on those. If they find one, it's a good price. You got that for 36 bucks.
36 bucks.
What, 400 or 500? What's market on that thing?
I have no idea, other than Richard Snow has it a 4-star out of 5.
A mule clash is a bit of a rarity.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So the way I put it is that if it's anything like the Snow 9, which is actually less rare than the Snow 8, this coin, the Snow 9 variety is like an $80 to $90 coin. So I would put this even at a fine condition, somewhere in the 70-75 range.
Okay, maybe a little over, but mule clashes are not a common thing.
Right.
Hmm. Well, the hobby's young yet. Wait for it. It'll grow. Yeah, it's not too bad when you can, cherry pick something and double your money at least. You got 100 times and you got something.
Right.
What do you
I
want?
just like
Private island, a jet.
like I would love to put together a set of like the four big mule clashes, and that's the 57 Flying Eagle 789, and then the 1864 2-cent with the Indian head reverse, and just have those in a nice nice little pretty set.
I know a guy he can print them things up.
Right. But yeah, I am glad to be back from vacation. I can sleep in my own bed, which is beautiful.
Got
So, Southern California was great, or not Southern California, Northern California was great. I ended up being put to work installing ceiling fans in my sister's house, so it wasn't quite that much of a the vacation technically.
They make me cook.
but
All right.
but you know, it is what it is. We got back at about 4 something this morning, so I had a little bit of nap, and I figured that I'd get some stuff done, and then I would take another nap because I can.
Okay. I've been working on my latest project. You ready?
All right.
There's the little one. And for the big jobs, got to find the right stuff to make that, though.
Mini and Maxim.
When you got to go, and it's no small thing, be prepared. All right. So you got to tell your sister you have a good time. Otherwise, besides the electrical thing.
Yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed being kind of out of my zone for a little while. Yeah, it was. We went to my sister was house sitting on, what day is this? Today's Saturday, Friday, on yesterday. That she's house sitting for the weekend, so we went over there Friday morning, and man, this place has like this big old pool, jacuzzi, and it's got like this bar area, and it's got misters.
Mr. Jones, Mr. Smith,
Misters out on the outside of the bar that mist down on the bar, and oh my gosh, I was in heaven. I was like, I need these. I'll buy all the parts, I'll put one together, and I need this. I need a small mister on me, because it was like, just sitting in the shade, because I'm white and I burn easily.
Hasty.
Yeah, I have two colors. I have white and I have red. That's just the way it works.
I'm looking for a bar with mistresses.
And dude, it was the coolest thing. My son got to play in the pool for a few hours. We had some really good food, and then we started the drive back.
I just put Visqueen in the back of the truck. Right, it rains, it fills right up. I can jump right in there. Got a ladder I can step up in. Got a little ducky. That's how we do it down here. Yeah, sometimes you just got to get out of your head and go goof off.
Yeah, and that's really what it was all going to be about. So, the next few days is just getting back to things. Hopefully, I'm going to clean my desk because I think my desk has been like this for probably a month.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah.
You get it much higher than that, much deeper.
I went through and I did a ton of organizing, which really helped. I might call it not quite all the way through. I sent out a box for the chainmail. It was 2 pounds.
Jesus.
Yeah, I had some fun.
Okay. No, those are good. The one chain mail has gone around several times. I'm quite impressed with them. It's been, what, 9 months, 8 months? Still going.
That's
Kind of a
good.
neat thing. Just send some shit out, see what happens. There it is.
So, on my list of things to do is I'm gonna put together some sets of I can put together a couple sets of Iceland coin denominations. I've got some from Europe that I'm gonna put together. And then at some point I have to figure out timing to sell this extra stuff that I have sitting here because reasons. But yeah, it's been all right.
Now, what have you been up to, Blues?
Oh, not a lot. Been out in the shop a lot, taking care of household and farm stuff.
I got to work on a carburetor.
It's been hot.
Jesus. Yeah, it is.
What's hot for you guys?
93 every day for 6 months.
Yeah, I've been low 90s, but our heat index has been 104, 105.
Oh,
Now I got a fan beside me, one over there where the air conditioner is. I'm pretty good inside, but outside, oh God, Jesus. I got to get some squash into the ground, some tomatoes into the ground. They're, this big. It's time. I'll let it cool a little first.
We had a kind of a heat wave last week, and this week, like right now, it was 63 this morning.
That's cold for winter down here.
Oh, dude, that's heaven for me. Oh my gosh. 63, 65 all day long. If I get cold, throw on a sweatshirt, dude, I'm good. I am 100% good. But once it starts hitting like above 70, like up here, it just gets really muggy and it's disgusting. Like you walk outside and you're just like, sticky. I've walked 10 steps and I'm already sweating. What is this garbage?
You jump up to the wall and stick to it.
Yeah, like I just took a shower. Now I need to go back inside and take another shower.
Yeah.
With the heat index is here. Do we have one? We must have one. That's a little bit overcast. Oh, feels like 108 is what it says.
Oh.
Okay,
I'm guessing humidity probably.
Gotta be.
Oh.
It doesn't show the humidity. Let's see. Oh, that's not it. This button. There it is. There. Okay, there. 92 degrees. 73 is the low. And it feels like 108. Sunny. No fucking breeze. Yeah, it'd be like this from now on. Let's see. Pacific, calling UV.
Does it drop at night, or it just drops to like 85 and then goes
It'd be
back
73
up?
every night. The 10 days. It's been raining for 2 weeks. For the 10-day forecast looks like here. There you go. There's a 10-day forecast. 73 every freaking day. Gonna rain every day from now on at 4:30 in the afternoon. Welcome to Florida.
That's funny. That forecast looks like an EKG.
Why did it so flat? I wouldn't mind flat line at say 75. I'm real good there.
It just looks like a heartbeat. That's funny.
40.
And it's only June.
Yeah, it doesn't change. It'll stay 93, 73 for months, right through October. And then all at once it cools to 92.
I'm worried about what the heat is gonna do for us this year, because the last couple of years we've had some really bad like heat waves and some fires, some forest fires that just wreaked havoc up here.
How big is your town? Do you live out in the woods or right in the middle?
No, I live in a little city called Kaiser, which is basically a suburb of Salem, which is the capital. But basically everything east of us is forest until you get to eastern Oregon, and then it's like high plains desert. And man, we had both in the gorge, which is between Oregon and Washington. There were some really bad fires up there a couple years ago, and dude, it decimated. Like there are some hiking trails up there that have been shut down for the last 5 years, and they don't expect them to open for another like 3 or 4.
They still on fire?
No, it's just with the reconstruction on the trails and the way that like the hillsides and like all of the landscape is, it's really unstable. So they have to go in and keep track of how the how what the weather is going to do, because if it rains really heavily, then it's going to
all the hikers slide with the mud.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of rough, but
we had a forest fire back here, I don't know, 10, 12 years ago, real bad, just north of here. I mean, like 500 million acres, like the southern half of Georgia. But the smoke cloud came towards us, and it'd be 110 degrees out there every day, night, didn't matter. It was all the heat and smoke from this fire. We were working up at a chemical plant here, and when you guys go inside one of these vessels, one of these tanks to do some work, you have to monitor the air, right? You get a little machine that'll sniff the air and tell you, the oxygen levels and the CO2. And if the CO2 level gets above, say, 7 parts per million or whatever the hell it is, you got to get them out of the tank. Well, the levels outside the tank were higher because of all the smoke and burn off.
Right.
So anyway, for the job, they had a variance. If it was as high as outside, bring them out.
Yeah,
we were safer in there.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting this year. I was looking at forward for the next year or so, and thinking about all the different things that I want to do. One thing that I would like to do is I would like to go down to the Long Beach coin show in August, because I think that would be kind of fun.
Speaking of fun, when's that fun show? I think it's like this weekend.
I thought there was one in early August, I think.
July 9, coming up in a couple of weeks down here around Orlando.
Oh yeah, down in Orlando. Yeah, that one is.
I gotta go. I got something burning on the stove.
Okay.
I could smell it from here.
Something's always burning. Hey, Laura Day. How's it going? Oh, man. So, yeah, I mean, I was going to go to the bank this morning, but I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to relax. I'm going to do deal with this stuff right here, and then see about putting together some sets for stuff, and then just kind of take it easy. I'm gonna have to go back through my Canadians. Yeah, I've got a bunch of Canadians that I gotta organize. I got it somewhat organized, but I got like the second half of them are all jumbled. So
Yeah, I got a large stack of Canadians I got to go through still.
well, I gotten that that big lot, and and I put all of like the really nice ones, like like the super. Well, this is not a good example, but like the BU ones. I put a bunch of those in tubes, and I was gonna go back and look through to see if I had any hangers or anything like that, because those I could set aside and then I could resell or put in sets, because
bunch of those.
finding like these is really a beautiful a beautiful coin like that. And I've got like a couple of rolls of different dates in the 60s, I think mainly in the 60s and 70s, that look like this. So
If you could go back in time and buy memorial pennies, BU rolls such as those, would you do it, knowing the prices and values nowadays?
oh hell yeah.
And those Canadians, you can get those for cheap, a couple $3 a roll. They ain't making the darn things anymore. They're entirely collectible.
Right.
I mean, if you were to set some of those aside for the youngin.
One thing that like, especially if I could go back to a specific time, imagine having a BU roll of 1909s.
A BU roll in 1909s.
Yeah, like 1909 SVDB, 1909 VDB, it doesn't matter. Just having a BU roll of 1909s. Like, because all the 1909s I've ever seen are brown, like dirt brown. Like, I have not seen one that has been a BU color, like a red. And to have one of those would just be, oh my goodness. Oh. Just it it would just be beautiful.
Stop it. It's the lottery dream.
Oh, I know, right? It's like you just take your roll and you just lay it out. It's like these 60s. It would just be like one of these. It would just be like just shine, just all the way across the desk.
Yeah, I got a couple around here, I'm sure of it.
Oh my goodness. It was just one of those things that I was looking at something somewhere, and it just like the thought had occurred to me, like, if you could go back and pick up 1909 SVDBs, if you could go back and get 1914 Ds in BU condition, and just take a roll and just put it in a time capsule or whatever,
Seal it in
and then give it to your future self, is just oh. Actually, the other thing that I was reading through was that book that you sent, Ken, on the Civil War tokens, and man, that really makes me want to see what I can do to see if I can recreate some of the Civil War token like replicas, only like printed out, like 3D printed. They wouldn't be the same size, but man, like that could be such a cool thing. Like they did so many different things, between store cards and everybody was passing them out, and there's dates on them.
Here's the thing. If you can form a regiment, that's one thing, right? You can lead the regiment. But if you can finance that regiment, you're a colonel right now. So lots of businessmen and civic leaders went ahead and financed their regiment. The whole darn thing, guns, wagons, horses, food, all of it. And they did it in part with these little fundraising things, such as these Civil War tokens. You can get the darn things made for, $5 per 10,000, and people take them and spend them as pennies.
Yeah, most of them were running $7 to $8 per thousand, some as low as $5 to $6 per thousand. But still, like, that's a ton. Like, that is a ton of these tokens that could be made. So it got me thinking about like all of the different aspects of the tokens and the restrikes, where they took like Indian head sense or whatever, and then struck a token over the top of it, because that happened. Just all these different things that is just like, man, there's so much history about some of these tokens that is just, man. It just I was having a brain fed week. I guess is what it is. It was my own little think tank. Because it's all these different things that between the different stores, the post office, the fact that these Civil War tokens, like at some point, like coinage itself like disappeared. So because everybody was hoarding them, so they had to issue fractional like paper currency, and just the big mess of everything. It's just like, man, it's these different time periods and these what am I trying to say? These different situations that have occurred over our history as a country that have really affected affected coinage. It's really neat. I mean, we right now are almost in the same shift of coinage, because the Mint issued their report on replacement alloys for coinage. That they have a couple of options for nearly seamless coinage alloy replacement. So there was some of the alloys that they came up with that wouldn't be straight across. It wouldn't be seamless, and that vending machines would have to be reprogrammed. Because
they're always screaming, the vending machine companies.
The alloys, but yeah, it's just, I mean, those time periods where coinage changes, over the course of history, and we are, in one of those time periods right now. And to be a coin collector, to be a numismatist, to research the history on coins and that aspect, this is a very interesting time for us.
Yeah, you better save those 2020 zincs. They might be rare.
The zincs?
Yeah, they're going to switch over to 2020 plastics. And the 2020 nylons or something. Can you imagine a zinc penny being rare because of its metal?
I'm just shaking my head. I can't imagine any zinc penny being rare.
Right?
I don't think they'll last that long.
I got a better one somewhere. There, you wanted a BU roll of 1909s? There's
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
2% of the roll.
But a whole roll. and just lay him out. Like how like I couldn't even breathe on it because like I feel like breathing on something like that would like make them all tarnish like instantly.
Here's my pen. There it is.
I think it'd be interesting to come across some wheat bags that were put together in the 50s and just sat on some guy's shelf.
Man, the wheat bags from the 80s were beautiful. You could get all kinds of stuff in those. The penny bags, 20, 30 years from now, there's going to be half memorials.
Or less.
Yep, get a bag of memorial cents, only $80. They're doing that now, for Christ's sakes, the copper. We used to get a bag of wheats for $79, shipped, because it was like only $4 to ship the darn thing. And there'd be everything in there. You get most years. 31, 32, 33, they're a little tough. 22 was a little, but there was always a 22D in there. It'd be, tore up. But there was always one in there. VDBs, 3, 4, whatever. It's in there. You'd have a complete date set in those things. There you go. Here's a roll of VDBs.
That's nice.
Pointers. Yeah, let me take the top off there. Oh, never mind. That's just a sticker. That is. There they are. That's what it would look like, though.
Oh.
Things you can dream of.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Let me guess. You found that next to the 1914D?
That was right beside the 1950S, matter of fact.
Oh, okay.
I just added a script. Don't believe the holder. Here's a BU roll, and it says 1909 VDB. Yes, says it. I don't know what's in there. It's unsearched. Could be anything. A bunch of 1974s. There we go. Impossible coin rolls. That'd be a good picture, though, for us, like the start of a show.
I'm just gonna make me like a giant one. It's gonna be like 4 inches, and and it's gonna be like I finally found one, and only it's gonna be like entirely fake.
Like,
I found a guy locally who is selling a fake. I gotta see if I can find it. It's not a Fujio. But it's something similar.
Jane?
It's a 1796 or 1795, and it is faker than fake. And so what he has is that he's got the Chinese knockoff, and then he has a picture of the Red Book with the Stax Bowers auction record under like highlighted. I'm like, you can jump off a cliff, because that is 100% scam, and you are fat garbage.
What you do, you replace the picture in the Red Book with a picture of your coin, then put the coin beside it. Aha.
Okay, so yeah, right here.
$1?
1795. It's a what is he calling it? Draped bust. And like the entire thing like already looks like garbage. Like right there. Like all of that looks faker than fake. Like 100%.
Yep.
So then he's got
Pictures of the Red Book.
Yeah, pictures of the Red Book
with those two pictures with the pictures of his own coin, and then and then try to sell it for 5,100.
Yeah, so he's saying that it's that is a $5,100 coin because and he's not asking any money for it. But I'm just like that right there. Like everything is so clean. There's no marks. There's no discoloration. The bird doesn't even look like a bird. Like this is fake. This is fakety fake, dipped in fake, wrapped in fake bacon.
What? Fake? They got that turkey bacon out there. Don't believe it. Don't just walk away. It's not real bacon.
So it's like and this guy, he sells other coins and he's been selling them for overpriced, of course, but oh my gosh, I'm just like, and I see this and I'm like, get out. Like shut the door, get out. This is absolute 100% scam, and it irritates me so bad because we all know someone's gonna try to buy that coin.
Yeah, and they're gonna pay $2,000, $5,000, $3,000. I think I just stole this off.
Oh God!
Look what I just got, huh? Oh,
You got a fakety fake, fakerson coin.
You got two ways to learn a coin is fake. One, do your study beforehand, and two, go ahead and buy the damn thing and then find out. Either way, you're gonna learn.
Oh man, it hurts. It hurts my soul.
Makes your throat bulge.
Just like what's up, Paula? So yeah, it's just it kills me. It like there's another one that I came across that I know I've reported before, but he posted it up again. It's a 1945 wheat cent, and he's posting it for $4,500. And it looks like this. I'm like, no.
Take a moment over there in the chat. I see Laura Day. Laura, if you can hear me, let's see, where's the face view? There. I've got this sitting over here. It's got your name on it, but notice it does not have your address on it. I'd like to put your address on it, but I don't have your address. This is a Big Show package from 2 weeks ago. It's ready to go out the door. It just needs your address. If you would, get a hold of me at my email address and send me your shipping address, because I didn't get it. So I'm going to put that over here in the chat. Okay, we can resume.
I got it.
Please email Ken Peavy. That's close. Peavey. No. That. Yep, if you misspell that, I won't get it. There we go. Huh. Fakes. Jesus. The guy had a 1909 SVDB, stuck it up on the coin op group the other day. Fake as hell. I took a look. So, okay, let's look at the mint mark, and it's not right, and the position is not right, and that's enough. I said this is not a genuine coin. Well, they're still arguing about it. It's been a week and a half. Okay, thank you, Ken. I send it again. I didn't get it. Now, people get these fakes, and they swear up and down it's not fake because they paid so darn much for it. Sorry, buddy, you got ripped off. Accept it. Move on. These fakes are ruining the hobby. They're making it difficult for people to go and get, authentic coins when they haven't done the homework, when they haven't gotten deep enough into the hobby to be able to recognize these fakes easily. A lot of people are losing their shirt. Dumbasses.
Yeah, and that's one thing that even I worry about, because I don't know nearly enough, especially about some of the earlier coinage, that I won't even touch it, because I don't know enough. Like if you show me a coin, like I could read the date on it and I could probably figure out what it is, but to the point where I can tell if it's fake or not by the position on the date or like the mint mark or lettering or anything like that, I have no idea, and that's specifically why I won't touch it. And that's why like my focus right now is like the Flying Eagles, the Indians, because there are specific characteristics that I've researched and I've reviewed, and I can say, this is a good example of this coin, of this variety, of this, this particular thing. And I won't touch anything else because I know I don't know near enough of what I need.
I learned a long time ago not to invest in anything unless I knew every darn thing about it.
Right.
Good Lord. It will walk away from you so fast. The cash is gone. Where'd it go? I don't know. I bought this thing.
Bought this piece of metal on my desk.
I bought this thing. I don't know what it is.
It's a thing.
Yep.
Somebody said it was something special. I don't know.
Hi, Paula.
So I think, the research part about it is why I stress so much on, that I want to understand, every little piece about it. Doing the research for the 20-cent piece after I got that thing is, man, just there's a lot of information. Even going to something quote unquote simple like seeded dimes. Well, that's a whole nother thing. Because you have very, very fine differences between a like where the mint mark is located. Like, is it above the bow or below the bow? Because that makes a difference. It's like, oh my,
it's totally different on the half dime versus the 20 center. It's a unique design.
Just it's all these little things that it's like, how does one person even get to the point where they know a medium amount of information about that much coinage?
Oh, it's easy. I got this USB port inserted on the back of my head. And I hook it to this portable hard drive, and I use a cable. But now I'm onto the wireless part. It works so much easier. I just think, and there it is. Do the cleanup, I think.
Oh man, I wish it was something easy like that. And I wish it would make things a lot easier. I could just go to sleep at my desk and just download everything.
I'm gonna go check on the stove there. I'm gonna think the onions are ready.
So I think like where my focus is right now is the Flying Eagles. Obviously because I want to complete that multi-denominational set. And then I would like to get into Morgans. Just because I know that most coin shops and pawn shops will have Morgans between $20 and $25 as their like general, silver stack coinage. And I'm sure there are varieties to be had in those throwaway bins, if you could call them. So I think Morgan's is what I would like to review further.
I see Laura Day. Wow, I'm so grateful and excited. Thank you so much. Number 3, I got you. Okay, I'll get this out in what day is this?
It is Saturday.
Oh, for Christ's sakes.
Saturday.
I shot the hell out of the last 2 weeks, I swear it. Yes, Laura, I have your email. So you're gonna do Morgans. That's getting into the hardcore stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and there are a lot of variety of the Morgans, and I understand that. But it would be, and specifically for the reason of that, I can walk into any coin shop, any pawn shop, and have that stack of $20 to $25 each Morgans and basically cherry pick the crap out of it.
Oh, they got a book on Ike's.
Yeah. They got a couple books on Ike's.
Here's one. Here's the authoritative reference on Ike dollars. But that's Wexler, Crawford, and Flynn.
Yeah, I was gonna say Wexler and or Flynn.
Yep, that's it. The authoritative. Oh hell, they don't put it right here with the other one. I got a stack of books over here on the floor.
I need to build my bookshelf that way, on the corner of my desk so I can fit all my books right there.
Well, I had one over here, but I moved it because I was going to put in a second desk, and I moved it in there, and now it's got pots and pans and stuff on it. And I think it's a heck of a lot better with the pots and pans than it was over here. And two shelves have, boxes of pennies that need to be, okay, they're sorted, just stacked up. Well,
It's good for it. Builds character.
But I got to build something over here to put that printer on because I moved it because I got the new computer over right beside me here.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. And well, I had to put the printer on the floor because there was no. I'm out of room here. That's what really has me screwed up the most is I'm out of space. We could do it. We could make something work. I can push this wall out and close the porch. Finish the floor. Maybe
we could build you some of those industrial shelves on that back wall there. And you could just have floor to ceiling shelving.
I need to do another one up for sure. I could pull this wall out though, because the only thing behind there is a washer and dryer and a whole bunch of dirty laundry. Yeah. That'll give me more space.
I thought about one of those building one of those shelves, and basically it's kind of like plumbing pipe, but it doesn't have like the threads at the end, and they've got flanges that you can basically put on the floor and put on the ceiling, and then they've got grip pieces that go around the pipe, so I could just have a pipe on either end of whatever space I'm working on, put these clamps on, and then put shelves in between. And they would be infinitely adjustable to whatever height that I wanted. And since it goes from floor to ceiling, it doesn't twist or bow because it's being, supported by, between the floor and the ceiling.
The pile of shit over here already goes to the floor to the ceiling. I'm just adding more stuff to it with the shelves.
But that way, all that space above your, above the stacks, the piles on the wall, like you could have shelves that go as high as you could reach.
I'm gonna shelf just for my head.
Your dinosaur head.
I put that in a box, but it's already a box. There's never enough room when you're a coin collector.
That's right.
You'd think there would be.
Well, I think it really just comes with collecting in general because, I've got a coffee table full of baseball cards. I don't even know what I'm going to do with those yet.
Give me a kid, let him worry about them. Here you go, kid. It's all yours. Put them in your room.
Yeah, there's easily probably 20 to 25,000 just in boxes. Like it takes up all the way underneath the coffee table and stacked up on top.
My sister went out with a fellow for I don't know a while, Mr. Christy Dujour, and he did the baseball card things. He bought a Connex full of baseball cards. A Connex? These things are 8 by 8 by how long? And the guy said the guy had 6 of these Connexes full of friggin' baseball cards. Took them 2 years just to go through it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That'd be so much fun.
Right? Yeah, Eric's over there. Connex box. Write that down. Connex box. Got it.
Want it.
Well, I collected. Well, I collected. I don't collect anymore, but I started collecting cards back in the 80s. And I did that for almost 20 years. So you're talking about a Connex box full of cards, and I'm like,
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. Wipe that drool off.
I collect coins, and I got a thing for kitchen gadgets. I can never get too many kitchen gadgets.
Like coffee makers?
I like little tools that take out the core out of a tomato, or something that'll wedge a lemon in one stroke.
That's TV.
Appliances, that kind of thing.
Yeah, as seen on TV. Yeah.
That's right. I got Popete, expandable storage. I got everything to do with canning jars.
I don't know how many of those Shan Wows I got.
It's on again? Give me another one. Give me that phone.
Man, they're getting cheaper and cheaper every commercial.
I just love your product. If you order now, you get two for the price of one. Ooh, can I order
Only
double?
pay extra shipping and handling.
It came out in purple. Get it?
Rainbow colors. That way you can color coordinate what you use it for.
Well, yeah.
That's a marketing opportunity right there.
I mean, I'm shaped ShamWow for cleaning up lemonade.
If I spill coffee on the counter, I got to use the coffee colored one.
That's right. If the dog pisses on the carpet, you use the yellow one.
Yeah.
Yellow for yellow. Yeah.
Yellow.
No. I just drag his butt through it and mop it up that way.
I miss my cat. He wasn't very friendly, but it was really handy for wiping boogers on.
Yeah, that's always good. Be right back.
Coffee. I got my my Delicious coffee cup today.
Yeah?
Yeah, there it is. It's red. Got the death head on it. Let's see, how do we make that show up? There it is. Amy, I think, will tattoo that on her leg one day. That's it. A coffee cup. I think she got it at the gas station. I don't know. But there's some stuff out there, man. You got Connexes full of baseball cards. You got people that have grandparents that leave stuff in attics. Yeah. The kids don't necessarily know what this stuff is, and it's going to come to market. We're due for a surge of really good coins to come to the market.
My and that reminds me, I'm working this next week. I will be really working on my this poster picture frame thing, and basically what it is that it's my family tree going back. It's like 8 generations, like 8 or 9 generations, and I have it going back, and for each person I have a coin, Indian head or Lincoln or whatever, for the year that they were born. So I have a coin for each one of them. So I'm going to put this together. I'm going to 3D print little holders for the coins. I'm going to put it all together, and I'm going to get it out to them in Montana. So my grandparents can donate it to the Range Riders Museum, which is there in Miles City in Montana. because it's a great history of how, how Valberg, which is the town that my family came to, that started in 1911, kind of where it all came from. So, and he had heard that I was working on this, and he told my mom that he's got a bunch of coins that he has. So I think that I will be the beneficiary of a small coin collection from I don't know how old. So I'm pretty stoked about that, because I know some of the things that he's asked about is like a half dime. So there could be some pretty old items in his collection that probably haven't seen the light of day in the last 50 years or more.
Oh, wow. Some of the stuff that people collect the coins, they stick with it for a while. They leave it. They get back into it. It's really neat because around the 40s and 50s, that's when people get back into it. They've left their, kids have grown up and stuff. They've gotten into a better situation, with a job, and maybe debt's paid off, and they get back into the hobby, and they start getting these bigger dollar coins, and they're going to hold them for 30, 40, 50 years. And this stuff, these rare coins stay off market for the longest time. Well, the baby boomers are coming up, and they're starting to drop dead, so we should see a lot of stuff coming into the market in the next 10, 20 years.
Yeah, I'm like, it's one of those things that, like, now you have my curiosity. Now I want to know what else you got. Like, what? Throw me a bone here. What do you got?
What else are you hiding?
Yeah, right. What else do I not know about? But I think it's a cool thing, because, if especially that he has some knowledge of coins, although I'm sure it's limited, but he's got some, so that he knows what a lot of these coins are, and that means that he knows kind of what the value of them would be, and the fact that he knows that I'm into coins kind of puts me in a good spot, because if there was nobody around him that wanted anything to do with coins, it would very much be that situation that if something happens, then all of those coins are just going to get dumped somewhere. They're going to get dumped at the bank. They're going to get dumped at a local coin shop for 10% of what they're actually worth.
Now 50 to 70 is typical. Boy, what a shame. The idea is you put these coins away so that in the future your kids can have a nice little nest egg there. But if they don't know about it, if they don't care about it, yeah, it gets dumped.
Yep. And they're going to take them to a coin shop or a pawn shop, and the guy's going to give them just scrap silver value for it.
And 80% of that. What do these letters CC in the back mean? I don't know, but it's worth silver.
Okay. No.
There's one pawn shop in town. They got a bunch of stuff, but it's all way overpriced, and he won't bargain with you.
No, then he can sit on it forever.
Okay, well,
not gonna sell it.
Good, buddy. I'll see you later. I take all this stuff if I get it for a fair price. Oh no. Okay, bye-bye. Yeah. Maybe you should take some stuff into him. If he's selling them for that much, I should probably get at least value. If he's paying 80% of what he's selling them for, I should get more than retail.
That's the other thing, is that I noticed that there are some people that that want to, like, they want to sell coins, which is fine, but they want, like, the full retail value. And
What's
it's like,
the 748?
why would I pay full retail value to get it from a private party when I could just go down to the local coin shop and buy it myself?
Yep. Hector just said he helped the family clean out the parents' house to rent out, and he got all the coins, the coin purses, cans, boxes.
Oh, wow.
Did a video.
Yeah, he did. It looks like he did 3 videos on it.
Gonna have to check that out for sure.
Yep, might make your heart stop.
Yeah, I'd be like, okay, I know what that is. I know what that is. And what is that?
Family Stash, update number 2, update number 3.
A 1909 S penny, dime a dozen, worth a couple bucks.
I'll buy it for $5.
There we go. I was waiting for that.
Cleaning out. I say you're cleaning up. Time to go, Grandpa. Update. Here's a quick update. Late night results. What do I do now? Foreign coin update of the family stash. Here's the update number 2 of the family stash with some, what is that? V-nickels. Update number, looks like a bunch of, dude, he's got everything in there. Cans and cans.
So what JC was talking about is put price of how much you paid on the coin before you give it to the kids.
That's usually what I do. Like here, I put nothing on it. Oops. Okay, I'll have to work on that. I try to put what I paid and what it's worth. Okay, but in 1902, that's worth like $1. It's in good. All right. Got any with the price on it? No, this is a small box. All right, I'll work on it. What's this one? There you go. 1918, 63 RB. There's the paid section, which I'm not going to show you because I stole it. And value, 47. All right. Well, that's negotiable. But these are handy. You can just print these up by the sheet and just mass cut them, stick them in. You know, that's my holder. That works. And my brother knows that if I, die in a fiery car wreck tomorrow, he knows that this stuff should be taken to a local dealer and hawked for whatever it can get. But at least he knows enough not to take it to the Coinstar.
But it's some of those that you just get really lucky that they've been, hoarding these coins since, the 30s or whatever, just in cans or in sacks in cans and, whatever. And you can come out with some really great stuff. And, the thing that I'm trying to work on, which seems like a far cry, but is, having a hard copy of what exactly I have, just in case something happens. Just as a hard copy, because otherwise, everything that, no matter how I label it, is just going to look like this is a coin, and that's it. So it's going to be work, and one step at a time. It's going to be one of those things that I'm going to go through like the pennies first, or go through like the foreign silver first, and get everything like documented, and then just step into each denomination and get it finished. And that way I know exactly what I have, because otherwise it looks like this everywhere. Only I have boxes of coin that look like this.
Yeah, I sent you. I just dumped one of those boxes out and sent it to you. Did you find anything good in there?
Yeah.
Wow.
One of them was actually. Let's see if I have it.
I just dumped it in. The heck, get this off the desk.
One of them. Oh, where did it go? Damn, where did it go? Oh, I put it away. That's why. Wrong box. You get the right box. It's this box down here. This one. This was in there.
1934D WDDO. Shit, is that where that thing went? Oh Christ!
Because I was looking at it, I'm like, there's an extra like thickness on the 9. I'm like, God,
is
this
a funny looking Wii?
Is there's
This
this
big swoops, right?
This is at the end, yeah. And so we end up looking at it because I was like, it's like, so it. I have it if you want it back, if you needed it.
Thanks for all the good stuff, man.
So I still have that. If that's something that you want back, I will gladly ship it back to you. But
I got another one. I'm sure of it.
I was like, did he mean to put this in here? Because that's like one of the coolest things I have right now.
I probably paid a nickel for that.
Still, though, it's a great looking coin.
Yeah, it's one of those things you cherry pick and save, and make sure somebody knows what this stuff is when you leave it behind.
Right.
You got to write a book just for your own collection, don't you?
Well, yeah, pretty much. But I like the way I look at it is, with the effort that I've put into it, that I know that with either the documentation on like the physical documentation of like the Excel spreadsheets or the books or like whatever, or just the way that I present the information on like the videos and stuff that I make, that it is going to be informative and somebody's going to learn from it. At some level.
I told my sister if something was ever happened to me to put everything in large priority boxes and send it to Ken.
We'll put it in the big show.
So Ken, if you ever get like 4 or 5 large priority boxes,
I'll send flowers.
Send flowers.
Get well soon.
Yeah.
But I think that that there is going to be some that I put away and put in like a safety deposit box just for the sake of like the value or the rarity or some kind of special aspect that to put them away in a very safe location other than on my desk.
Yeah, I usually just throw it in a box and put the box in the stack with all the rest. Yeah, I get that box of really important things, and it's here somewhere. Then I get the box of really, really important things, and I don't know where that one is. It's probably on top of the first one. I get a box with the word "really" written on it so many times you can't see the box. It looks like just a scribble.
Well, then
stuff I won't find, and God, I'll never see it again.
How really important is it if it looks like all the other boxes?
That's what I need, different colored boxes.
I could see you like putting like that caution tape around the box, or putting like that fluorescent like radioactive tape around the box to be like, okay, that box right there, that is the most important, very really super duper good coins.
Bring me the biohazard box. Bring me the box that says T-Bones. No, not that one, the other one.
Start start naming boxes after like dinosaurs or something. Have one of these boxes that's got like T-Rex on the side. No, I wanted it, and then a picture of T-Rex on the end. I wanted the T-Rex box. I didn't say the Triceratops box. I needed the T-Rex box.
No, that's a T-bone box. You're killing me, baby.
Oh god, it'd be funny.
Yeah.
I think that would be hilarious to have somebody bring in these boxes to a coin shop and be like, why is this one labeled T-Rex, and like, why is this one labeled Stegosaurus? Like, why is this one labeled Triceratops? I don't understand. This doesn't make any sense.
Bigger dinosaur, more important coin.
You got everything labeled so screwed up that the CIA could not even decipher it.
Or you put the age of the coins you associate with the different eons in time. So it's like these are all from the Jurassic period of time. These are all from the.
You imagine this having a box of rocks and it's marked Flintstone error.
Flintstone error coins right there. Flintstone error coins right there. Got it. Got this.
Yeah, well, that's gonna be my next eBay listing now.
And you got to misspell it though. So it's got to be FLYNT Flint. Flintstones.
Yeah. I'll start them off at a penny and see where it goes. They'll just get a sack full of gravel.
Get some 3/4 minus from the store. Here you go.
The real geeks will understand this one. You ready? Yeah, I got these in order according to geological age. Okay, we don't have any real geeks here.
No.
It's the KT boundary. Yeah, get it? Good.
Oh.
The KT. All right. Work on it. Look up Alvarez. That's what killed the dinosaurs. Is the KT, thing.
KT event.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's Cajun.
There's Cajun.
Cajun has entered the room, ladies and gentlemen. Hide the kid.
Cajun?
Hey, did you see this one, Cajun? Look at this. This is freaking beautiful. This penny. That's a 1909 SVDB. That's a real peach right there. I should give you a close up. We'll leave it right here.
That can't be a 1909 SVDB.
Look at a whole roll of the freaking things. Come on, look. Where'd it go? Look, there's a whole freaking roll of them. I came out of that roll.
Of S? No.
I'm sure of it.
That's because what the holder says, right?
What the holder says.
It's got to be true.
I'll put it on Facebook, and that'll make it true by default.
The Thursday night Q&A, I was in my shop till 5 o'clock in the morning.
What were you thinking?
Working on trucks.
Let that be a lesson to you.
I started at noon.
Yeah. It's a lot of Bondo time.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. It was hot in that shop too.
Make a swamp.
Fans did nothing.
Swamp cooler.
Yeah, that's an idea.
Put a towel in front of the fan, put a jug above it, and poke a hole in the jug. Let it drip water onto the towel. Blow nice cool air on you. It'll get muggy in time, but don't worry about that.
Yeah, see, I could fill my shop up with the swamp cooler moisture, and then I could sit in there with cups of coffee and watch all my tools rust.
That'll work.
Which I'm surprised they ain't rusting with this humidity.
Years ago, I took care of a bunch of apartments, and there was a swimming pool there, and the swimming pool shit the bed. They had a leak underneath the ground. We never found that. I guess the owner decided after I left to fill it in. But I had a bucket of chlorine pellets. You know, these big, looks like a hockey. It looks like this, but it's solid chlorine. Just, you know, dry pellets, big chunks. You throw a couple in the little plumbing thing. You know, kills bugs, makes your hair turn white, screws up all the expandable underwear you wear when you go swimming. When I left, it was in one particular location. And a few months later, I went back to say hi, and the old man was there. The owner's father was at the place, and he was cleaning up the shop, and everything in the place was rusted to shit. What the hell's this? And you couldn't escape the chlorine smell. They couldn't figure out what the hell the problem was. Well, I'd put in a sink a couple of years before, and I went to look at that because there had to be some liquid and that chlorine. Sure enough, the bucket of chlorine pellets had moved under the sink, and there was a drip, and it was full of water. So all the chlorine was filling up this whole shop, and every piece of tool in there, every piece of metal, everything was rusted to hell.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I don't know how that happened. I swear it had nothing to do with it, though.
some people just don't think.
No, but some of those things, it's like, how would you know? Like, how would you know not to put a bucket of chlorine tablets underneath the sink versus on a shelf, or
Or leave it where the hell it was.
put a lid on it, or
I think that something, it started leaking, and he grabbed whatever was available to catch the drip. So he used a chlorine droplet. Wow. He wasn't very bright. That's they were cleaning up because they had already gotten rid of him and got somebody new in there. Morning, Starbuck Jeff and Coins.
got a few people in here.
Well, look, I'm going to take off. I'm going to go see if I can get those squash in the ground. It's a little cooler now. It's probably down to 92.
Okay.
I'm going to tend those noodles.
All right. Thanks for dropping in, Ken.
Yeah.
Cool.
See you guys later.
Thanks, Ken.
You stay groovy.
I know Mantic is on, so I am going to drop a link in the chat for anybody that wants to go over and hit Mantic up. I am gonna get off here for a little bit. I'm gonna get some food since I have not had anything to eat today, really. So thanks to everybody for coming by. Blues, thanks for coming up.
Always a pleasure.
Just kind of a chill stream. Just, you know, trying to get back in the swing of things. I got some projects I'm working on, and yeah, I'll be around kicking it this week. So if anybody needs to get a hold of me, you know where I'm at.
That'll work. I'll see everyone over at Mantic.
All right, see you, Blues.
Later.
Thanks for coming by, everybody. Thank you very much for stopping by.
Bye, everyone.